Hello everyone, my name is Mehak Dikshit and today I am going to talk about the participation and representation of women in the Indian politics. What I mean by participation and representation is that what percentage of women represent us in the Indian government and its institutions, with main focus on the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. Let's turn back the clock a bit. In 2008, the Congress-led UPA government tabled the Women Reservation Bill in the Parliament. The bill proposed to reserve one-third of all seats in the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies for women. Out of these, one-third seats would be given to women from scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. The reservation will happen on a rotational basis, that is, different constituencies in a state or union territory will get reservation in every general election. Furthermore, the bill will apply for 15 years after it is passed. The Rajya Sabha passed the bill on March 9, 2010. However, the Lok Sabha never voted on the bill. After 10 years, the bill is still pending in the Parliament. Neither the Congress-led UPA government nor the BJP-led NDA government passed the bill in their tenure. The passage of Women's Reservation Bill was mentioned in BJP's manifesto for 2014 general elections. Furthermore, it was easy for the party to pass the bill as it had been approved by the Rajya Sabha and BJP had majority seats in the Lok Sabha. But despite its commitment, the bill is still pending in the Parliament. While there are supporters of this bill, the cynics argue whether the bill would make a difference. Cynics say that reservations are mere tokenism and fail to address women's second-class status. Some argue that by giving 33% of reservation to women, the actually deserving candidates might not get a chance to serve in the government and its institutions. Some fear that there would not be enough qualified women candidates. Some argue that the bill would result in inequality towards women as they would not be seen competing on merit. Many of you would have been turned off by the term reservation here and think that why is it important for women to have this kind of special privilege? To get a clear picture of the whole idea, let's understand why is it important for women to have reservation in the Parliament. In the 2019 general elections, there were 8,000 plus candidates who contested in the Lok Sabha, out of which 700 plus were women. 78 out of these women were elected in the Lok Sabha, a slight increase from the 2014 general election where 62 women were elected. The situation has improved a bit, but equal and fair representation is far from reality. There are great women who have entered the political sphere and established a name for themselves. But are we satisfied with only 14.36% women representing almost half of the population of India? So don't you think that in terms of representation, there should be more women representing themselves and their issues in the government? And this would also result in different perspectives and opinions and help the nation to grow as well. For example, let's consider what some of the Indian politicians have to say about women. In 2014, in the run-up to elections in the state, Samajwadi Party chief Mulayam Singh Yadav opposed capital punishment for rape, saying, "Boys will be boys, mistakes can be made." Mulayam Singh is a repeated offender when it comes to sexist remarks. In 2012, while objecting to the Women's Reservation Bill, Mulayam claimed it will be of no use to women from rural areas as the bill will only benefit rich and urban women. Modi also faced severe criticism in 2012 for making a sexist comment against Sunanda Pushkar in an attempt to attack Shashi Tharoor. In 2015, Goa Chief Minister Lakshmikant Parsekar told protesting nurses to not stage a hunger strike in the sun as their complexion will become dark and it can ruin their marital prospects. Leave important issues like safety and sanitation. We cannot even expect these kind of politicians to understand the perspective of a woman. As of January 1, 2019, according to a UN report, India stands at 150th position in terms of the number of women represented in the parliament with 12.6% representation. The irony is that Pakistan has more representation of women in parliament and stands at 101 position with 20.2% representation. The country with the highest percentage of representation is Rwanda in South Africa, with a whopping 61.3% representation for women. As a country, we may have had a female president and prime minister, and there are many women who are ready to enter the political sphere, but due to some obstacles, they are not able to do so. So, what are these obstacles? Patriarchy and financial constraints are major reasons. Political campaigns are expensive and political parties are male dominated. Another reason is that more men get party tickets, and women also experience pushback from men, including physical violence, taunting, and bullying. Due to these reasons, the Women Reservation Bill is important, as women would no longer be dependent on the arbitrary allotment of party tickets and would have a better chance to speak for themselves. Reservation for women is already present in the Gram Panchayat, and this has only strengthened their position. In the end, I would like to say that the 33% reservation would be a catalyst in a positive change that would help the country to grow in all aspects.